Hello there. This is T1MA with the midnight live stream. Where we talk about autumn books, crocheting, project updates, movies, and there'll be a tarot card pull from Disney's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas card. Fall festival activities, games, coloring, and such. We had an impromptu yarn untangling previous live stream. So yeah, anything goes. Now let me know what you're working on. I also have some updates, so we're gonna come on in and start the live stream, share an update. Let me know you're here by dropping a full moon emoji in the chat. Let me see who's all up with me during this midnight live stream for the month of October. We've been at it. So let's share out the live stream. Thumbs up. Do subscribe. Okay. I'm gonna share out the live stream as well. All right, now the live stream is shared on my end. Okay. shared out the live stream. Hey, night owls and cozy souls. Welcome back to another midnight live stream with me, BA1LEY. Grab your favorite blanket or your what yarn crafts that you're wanting to get some stitches done, because hey, I'm here, your crochet companion at the moment, because I'm crocheting but kind of sort of like organizing at the moment. So yeah, if you have anything to untangle, I did have to untangle some stuff. You go right ahead and do that during this live stream. Get you a warm drink, should you choose to drink at this hour, like tea or what have you. And let's dive into tonight's cozy autumn vibes. We've got books and movies and crochet talk, along with a tarot card pool and even a special harvest inspired word of the day. Hello there. Welcome and thank you for saying hello. So, if you're tuned in right now, drop a full moon emoji in the chat so I know my midnight crew is awake. Welcome in. Okay, I don't see any full moon emojis in the chat just yet. Perhaps for those of you that catch the replay, can drop me some full moon emojis in the chat, will you? And thank you for your participation. Thumbs up, and thank you so much for subscribing to the channel here. Love seeing all of these night owls. Where art thou? I see one night owl in here. You make the midnight magic worth it. Autumn books. What autumn books are you guys reading? I did go back to the Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist book that I'm reading, and I rewinded it uh, a ways. Like, I got about over 4 hours to go in that book. That's how much I rewinded it back. So yeah, I'm kind of at the beginning of that book, like maybe close to 2 hours into it, just so I can see how it goes. Did my lamp just change again? It looks like it did. Huh. Okay, that's better. Usually there's two settings on there, but maybe because it's midnight, maybe that's why it changes. I, I didn't think I had it set to a midnight setting, but maybe I did. Okay. Uh, all right, let's start with the books that feel like crunchy leaves and candlelight. Autumn reads that make you want to curl up and stay a while. Also, I'm going to be talking about what I'm putting in my notions bag for my caddy as I place the items in there. So I just told you guys the current book that I'm reading. Let me know what current book you're reading. Ooh, is Practical Magic a book? I think it is. I might have that on my TBR. Here's some titles that you all might find interesting to read. Practical Magic, The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, The Night Circus, So, in the book that I'm reading currently, Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist, I'm liking the setting of the book. It's not only, I think it's a restaurant or cafe. It's also expanded into a town, but it's not a regular town. It's there's magical beings there, and then there's tourists of the humankind that are amongst them. So the town itself is like a town for magical beings, witches, werewolves, vampires, monsters, all kinds of beings live at this town. They have businesses, customers, and such so forth and vis-a-vis. They kind of like, they open about it, but they secretive at the same time. They don't have, okay, so the tourists that come to the town are like, they think people are in costumes, so they don't know that they could be standing next to a very real vampire. So I'm liking that aspect of it. I'm glad that the book is a bit fantasy due to the warning that the book gives at the beginning of the book. It's like sensitive topic, sensitive subject. People might think sensitive subject here. So here we're putting it out there, sensitive subject. With the book being with these other magical beings, it lightens the sensitive subject a bit. It holds it up on one side. You know, if there's two people holding a couch or needs to pick up a couch, the sensitive subject being the couch, there's one side lifted up. So I'm glad about that. I'm glad it's like, at the moment, I'm glad about it. Now, I don't know how it's gonna go, you know, how it's gonna conclude just yet. I'm glad. I'm liking the reveal of the middle part. Now, of the front, the top of the story, the beginning of the story, I was just listening. I'm like, okay, where y'all going? I'm listening. I'm here. And when it was revealed, it was it was it was a bit light because they're dealing with magic, but it's like not out of the norm. It's like for them, it's like regular. They've done this spell before, and they can communicating with friends and loved ones. So it's a regular thing for them. So that was great. I'm glad like that was established that they've done communications with the spirits like regularly. So this isn't like the first time. It's not the first time. It's I don't know. It's several times from several times before. So the only thing is like emotionally, it was it seemed different. So there was a different result that transpired due to the different stage of emotions. So yeah, I'm liking it, and it's all right. Like the character, um, I think I kind of got them like. Okay, so I was just thinking like I kind of had mixed them up, but I got them sorted out. So the one character, it's like a new character. I would think that the story is following or in her perspective, but it's not. So that kind of I was like, wait, what? For a second there, but I cleared it up after keep listening for a while. The the perspective is from someone in town, and they have like their own shop, but the book is not written in their perspective all the way. Like it's almost like a movie or a show where it opens up with those characters, but then it transitions to a different scene, and then there's other characters that the story comes from. So that's how it's gone. Now that's different because usually when I open up a book, the first person talking, first two couple of people talking, the book is in their perspective, unless it's a back and forth. But in this case, there is a back and forth, but it's done differently, and it seems like it's more exchangeable. It looks like it would be a great show. I don't know if it's a show already, but yeah, it's formulated like it could be a show because the scenes switch and introduces other scenes and characters. So I'm liking it. It doesn't, it's not like a book layout that I'm used to. It kind of just veers slightly from, what is it? Uh, per, pers, point of view. Yeah, just just slightly. So that's cool. And then it introduces the other characters and their place of business. So it kind of, for a minute, seems like that is the setting, and then you're like, wait, what about the other characters? And then eventually they come back into play. So I'm like, oh, okay, there they go. Because I was like, wait, we started with the other character, but now we're over here, and we've been over here for a while, and we didn't get back to the characters that opened up the book till um, the other character went to their store to buy some items. So then they came back into the picture like that. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then they'll be coming back into this to the story later on. Yeah, I just was like, wait, what? Because they the ones with the serious story. So like they opened it up and they got a serious story going on with them, but but the book has allowed for like other characters and this other like this other store, this cafe, to be a focal point. So it kind of takes just a slight edge off of the warning that we get from the beginning. At the part that I'm at in the book. Hmm. In just just now in the book, the sister. Well, okay, so I think there's two sets of sisters. Yeah, and so the sister that's new in town has come to visit the other sister that has a cafe, coffee shop, and she's just now learning about the magical creatures that come in and out of the shop and things. And so when she goes to the other store to get something, and then she comes back from that store and that whole scene there, the sister asks her something about the trip over there to the store, and she's like, well, I got a date. And then so the sister's like, oh, okay, great, Daisy is a great boo 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 boo. And so she was like, no, not Daisy, so and so and so and so. And then she was like, I guess that's all right, boo boo boo. And then so she was like, what, da da da. And then um the sister that has the cafe, she knows like who's who, as far as like who's what as a mystical creature, right? so instead of like letting her sister know what's up, she came at her sister like, you know she a witch, right? And then so her sister was like, what? She a witch? And then her sister replied like, you didn't think to ask her before you agreed to go on a date with her? Like, why would that be in her mental capacity to think to do that when she just now got off the bus into town? And come on, give her the scoop, the phone one, like. So basically, she was like, "Yeah, you need to go on. You need to ask what before you agree to date." And she was like, "What?" Because okay, so her and her sister at the coffee shop, they're like quote unquote like regular. They're normal. Um, they're I don't know if they're the only normal ones, but if they're not the only normal ones, like they few and far between. So it was just the sister, but then her sister came to visit her. So yeah. But I mean, like to set her up like that, like, oh, you didn't ask what she was before you said you was gonna go out on like she was like, no. Like you don't need to do that when you know the other person is a human. But yeah, now that she's in basically Halloween Town. But I don't think they call it Halloween Town. I just said Halloween Town because Halloween Town has mystical creatures walking about, skeletons driving taxi cabs and all kinds of creatures in Halloween Town. I have been updating my reading streak. I think I'm on, I don't know how many days now, 4 days maybe. um, and the only book I've read yesterday is The Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. My other books are like uh, just waiting for me to get back to reading them. But like I said, I am like re revamping my caddy, so I'm not reading as much right now. Um, Let me know if you guys are keeping up with reading streaks and things. And what's your favorite fall read? And drop your book recommendations in the chat, will you? I might add them to my next read, my TBR. I might add them to my TBR for real. And perhaps feature them in my Chronicles. I can make a bookshelf of you guys' recommendations. So put those recommendations in the chat. Will you? Your books. If you've got your current read nearby, show it off in the chat. You also can post them on my wall. And would you rather read by candlelight or fairy lights? I'd rather read by fairy lights. Let's vote in the comments for all of you listening and replaying. Who's all for reading by candlelight and who's all for reading by fairy lights? And what about a combo of both? Alrighty then. Let's switch gears and talk yarns and hook magic. I've been working on revamping my caddy. I got my current items in there. Oh, my current projects in there. And I need to get my notions bag up and running. Right now it's empty. And I need a new zipper thingy on it, like a charm. I have one I think will work. So I just gotta get it and put it on there. If I could, I'd take the time right now and do that, as well as fill my bag. I got one of the first things that are going into my bag is a pen, is an ink pen with a stylus on the end of it, one of the ends of it. So it's on one end it's an ink pen. Oh Lord, did I just break it? Pen must have had weak bones. Okay, so on one end it's an ink pen, and on the other it's a stylus. So that has to go in my bag. That's a must. Um, I use touch screens, so a stylus is a must, and it's cool to have a ink pen just in case I would like to write something on paper. But with the stylus being on the pen, it's a two-in-one. So I get to write with my stylus on my touch screens. And I like using my stylus when I color as well with my coloring app. So what my coloring app is color by numbers, and it's like the Zen color numbers, Zen colors, something like that. So that's the first thing going in my notions bag. The next thing I would like to put in my notions bag is some hooks. The hooks that go with my projects. Um, they're not up and about just yet. I gotta look around for them a little bit because I done moved stuff. So the next thing that's gonna go in my notions bag is these two buttons that I made for my treble crochet, my treble stitch Premier Puzzle Yarn crop sweater. I followed a Little John's yarn tutorial. The next thing I'm gonna put in my notions bag is oh god dog. My reading glasses. Another thing I'm gonna put in my thingy here is a bulldog clip. It's a silver bulldog clip. I use to hold yarns and pieces together. Trying to see if my crochet hook was up here, but it looks like I done dropped it again. I dropped it the other day and then I picked it back up. Looks like it's dropped again. So now I gotta locate it again. from whence it dropped. So maybe that won't get done in this last thing, cause I need. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Okay, 2.75 crochet hook accounted for. Going in the notions bag. Yeah. What else? Looking to see if I could find my row counter that I dropped the other day. I dropped one row counter and I found another one that I had dropped a while ago. So I was looking to see if I could find the other one that I dropped, but I haven't showed it yet. Um, I was looking for my 5 hook to put in my notions bag. Because I think I'm using my 5 or either my 5, 5. And I think I'm using my 4. So I'm trying to get, I would like to get all the hooks I'm using with all the projects that I'm working on, and that's in the bag. I'm trying to get all of that in my notions bag so that it'll be ready to available. Also, what I had in my notion or my caddy, the notion bag is going in the caddy. I got it here, but I don't know if I'm ready to put it in the caddy just yet. I do have a crochet companion of my own that I put in my caddy, and I have mentioned it before. I've mentioned him before. He's my. It's been a while though, but he's my crochet craft companion, and it's Candyman. I have a action figure. I don't know if you want to call it an action figure, but yeah, I keep him in my caddy so that I can have my own crochet companion while I'm making my projects. So yeah, he will be going back in the caddy once all is my row counter. Okay, I got my row counter. That's going in the notions bag. I like this clip. This is a bigger row counter. I like this one. That's going in the channel. I mean, right now I can work on one hook and one counter. Other projects take other hook sizes. Okay, here's another stylus. Should I put two stylus in the bag? Ouch! This one is a pen and a stylus on the same tip. It is smaller. I'll put it outside. I'll clip it to one of the outside pockets. Yeah. Okay, so that's on the outside pocket of the caddy. Okay. Okay, I got a few, what do you call those? Stitch marker thingies I could use for stitch markers. Into the caddy, or into the notions bag. I got a hair tie thingy into the caddy. I guess I want to put this glass file, this glass nail file into the caddy. So into the caddy, glass fingernail file. A keychain but it's not the charm that I want. I got a specific charm. Okay, I got this like Nintendo controller 10. I'm thinking I'm gonna use that to put my, what do you call those things? My stitch markers. I think I'm gonna put the stitch markers in the 10 and then put the 10 either in the caddy or in the notions bag. So I'm gonna put my stitch marker. I saw another stitch marker up here the other day. There it is. And put that into the caddy. And then put my Nintendo controller 10 into the motion bag. So that way all the little pieces are being contained. This is some like other thingies here. I'm gonna, where's, come on, there you go. Connect these and then maybe they can go in the Nintendo case. I'll put them in the Nintendo case. Measuring tape into the where? Notion bag. So we got measuring tape. simple in mind. Trying to show. Oh, crochet hook. Okay, I think, let me check this size for this one. Okay, this is a 4.5. I wasn't using that for anything at the moment. I think this is a 6. Yeah, that's a 6.5. I wasn't using that one. What about this one? This one seems like it might be a, yeah, that's a 6.5. I wasn't using that one. A 7. I wasn't using that one. Okay, which ones I was using? I think I was using a 4 and a 5. Okay, you know what? Since my 4 and 5 is deep in this, I would like to use it though because I did notice when I switch hooks, if they're not the same brand, they come out different. Okay, here's a yarn needle. I'm gonna put that in my Nintendo 10 because I used a clover or more after using a Susan Bates. They both are 5s, but the clover or more comes off a bit bigger than the Susan Bates. So I was like, oopsie doodle. Like, okay, so if I start off with a Susan Bates, and I would like it to be the same consistency throughout, I gotta continue with it. see what I got in my let's check here. Okay, that looks like a 5. Okay, I got my 5 Susan Bates. And what is this? I got my 4 Clover Amore. Yay! So I get to put those in my notion bags tonight. Yay! Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I can crochet happy with that. All right. So, yeah. Three hooks. I think those are the only 3 I was using at the time for those projects. I wouldn't mind getting into looking at the yarn pal. I see that there are some seasonal patterns in there. I wonder if I could, like, if they would keep, like, if I go in there, could I, like, stash them in, like, a folder or something to where I can get back to them when I get ready? Because it looks like they're gonna, like, switch out stuff. I don't know exactly though if stuff's gonna be switched out, or is the library just gonna continue to grow? That'd be cool, and then that way I don't have to feel like I gotta stash the stuff, because I hadn't been able to get to it yet to make them. I would like to make them though, so I guess I'll be looking more into the Yarn Pal app. Let me know how it goes. If you've looked into the Yarn Pal app, can you save patterns for later? Who else is crocheting or crafting while watching tonight's live stream? Drop a yarn ball emoji in the chat and in the comment section if you're watching a replay. And tell me your favorite yarn brand or hook size, and hooks that I need to try. What other company hooks do I need to try? I heard Tulip, so my eyes have been on the tulips. And do you like velvet yarns? I gravitated to velvet yarns like right off the rip. Like when I went to the store, I was like, ooh, this. And I met some crocheters that said they had never crocheted with that type of yarn. Also, chunky yarn. Who's team chunky yarn and who's team fine thread? All right. It wouldn't be midnight without a little movie chat. Let's talk about what's hitting screens this season. Spooky flicks, romantic, fall stories, and comfort classic. What's your comfort classic? Let me know. And we could talk about the spooky ones, and you can even incorporate Christmas movies as well. Because over here it's like I like it all. I like the gifting with the spooky season and the colors and the lights of all the seasons in between. So let me know your comfort classics as well as your spooky flicks, romantic movies, and fall stories. Because right now I am watching some Hallmark autumn stories, and they're on the romantic side, and I'm liking that. Also, I've been watching some watch alongs and movie reactions. There's a new series released called Welcome to Derry, I think. The new episode is out and about. I did watch it with a watch along, and it reminded me of no pun intended, I guess. I don't know, whatever. It reminded me of the book scene. Um, oh my goodness. I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend. The the theater scene in that book, that that I was like, okay, theater scenes, okay, come through theater scene. Cause okay, so there's a theater scene in Welcome to Derry. There's a theater scene in that the book, and it's kind of a bit similar in character, just a bit, just a little bit, but whatever. And then I was going to say there's another one, but it eludes me at the moment. But I did notice like everybody was anticipating things that had happened previously in like the It movie series. So they already thought they knew what was about to ensue. Like they thought that Welcome to Derry was gonna be a remake or a reboot. when they was watching it, they was anticipating things and how it would go and how they thought it would go, and it kind of spooked them that it didn't go the way they thought it. I mean, like I was like, okay, so it's really showing more, not what we've already seen. So I'm glad for that. That like it's showing, it's expanding uh upon what we've already seen. It's not it didn't regurgitate. It didn't regurgitate. Now the book is on my TBR, and it's also in my didn't finish pal because I did start to read it, and the first scene was a bit spooky. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So okay, I'm thinking back to the book and this and the one of the first the what how do you call that, the one of the first appearances of it in the book. Oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, I don't think I should jump into this one right here. So I did read maybe like five other of Stephen King's books. So I think I might be ready to revisit the book. So I'm thinking Welcome to Derry is a bit more of the book. I don't know though because it didn't come on like it was. And I would like to know like how much is Stephen King's hand in the mix? Like, is he satisfied with how Welcome to Derry is being presented and showcasing his work? Is it his work? Does he get the write off to the episodes being shown? Is it his vision? Is this Stephen King's vision of how he would like to portray the book he's written? And is this more than the book, or is it more of the book? I'm gonna need an interview with Stephen King. Like, has he said anything about the show? Has he seen the show? How much has he worked on the show? You see what I'm saying? Like, how much has he said yay or nay to? Because I know in with the other ones, they were a bit limited to what he wanted to show. And then the second one was a bit more of what he wanted to show. So I'm thinking Welcome to Derry would be even more of what he would want to show because there's usually the formula of things as things progress. I just need him to let me know like how much of this is his how do you call it? How much of this is his passion child, or what's another? How much of this is his? I guess that's a good word for it. His passion project, or yeah. How much of it this is he liking? Like, how much of this is he enjoying seeing come to the screen? How much of this is his vision or what he envisioned and how he would like it to go, and is it going the way he would like it to go? Like, does he have that much say in the project? Is somebody working alongside to get his vision out there? And that's all I know is the first episode. I saw just the wee bit of trailer or teaser or like post about the up and coming series, and that's about it. Um, and now it's out and available. Uh, right, right in the season for spooky. Like this is Stephen King's Trick or Treat for the trick or treaters. He said, "Here y'all go. Y'all want a trick or treat? Here you go. Right here. Here's what he handing out." He handed out this new series, ready and available in the month of October. What? How many days now? Before Halloween, so you'll be able to enjoy the first episode and see it again and again if that's what you like, if that's what you would like. And yeah, put that in there. It could by this series coming out in October, this could be um could lead to like the other movies being rewatched during this month, and could maybe put it up there with the Halloween classics. So yeah, the Halloween rewatch classics. I wouldn't have thought of it as being a Halloween rewatch classic till now. So maybe this could be the launching pad for it to be a Halloween revisit, movie for the month. It matches. I mean, there's costumes involved, costumes and characters. So yeah, there you go. Stephen King said, "Trick or treat, open your bag, come get these goodies." If you hear my co-host, that is my co-host beside me here doing them team. Also, we got Sinners going to the theaters for a re-release for Halloween. I would like to know what that bucket is gonna look like, what that cup gonna look like, and is it coming to DVD? Is there gonna be a DVD set? Is there gonna be special features and bonus footage and behind the scenes type of thing? Um, Also, The Last Dragon is coming to or going to theaters. It's having a re-release, and I think that'll be a great movie to dress up for. Even Sinners, going and seeing Sinners, I think that'll be a great movie to. Both of them would be great movies to dress up for, especially in October. Like October gives you like a go ahead to do what you want to do anyway. Like you can dress up, you can read tarot cards, you can watch scary movies, you can, if you want to do that in what summer, you can dress up and go to the movies, with the theme of the movie anyway. So yeah, I think Last Dragon would be a great movie to dress up as. I did say Um, the pizza hat and apron with the mother and the father from Daddy Green's Pizza. I did say that those two would be some great costumes. I think I have seen that costume before. You got all kinds of costumes. Like you can dress up as the people in the theaters. You can really have fun with that movie. And I want to know what the bucket is going to be for that movie. The Last Dragon. Is it gonna be a dragon? I don't know. Like, is it gonna be? If it's a dragon, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that popcorn bucket. I'm gonna need that cup. Yes. Uh, so yeah. Ooh, and what would that dragon look like? That dragon. Ooh, that's gonna be a sexy dragon. Um. So yeah, I want to know what those buckets are gonna look like. The popcorn buckets and the cups. Um, I don't know what they're gonna look like right now. Okay, so what's the classic movies that you're watching? What's the nostalgic fall movies that you're watching? Like Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town. You got Mel, Dead Poets Society. Right now, you know what? My book club is reading The Girl with All the Gifts. The Girl with All the Gifts, the movie, could possibly be a great Halloween watch that I never would have thought of till now. And that's because I've read a bit of it here in October. And, but, okay. See, the way my book club is set up, I think we're finished with the book as a group in November. I I wouldn't mind though watching it sooner than later. Like if we would watch that like for a Halloween movie, that'd be great. But if we wait till November, that'll be great too. That'll be fine too. We have something to look for, something to watch in November as well. Now I did watch the Peanuts movie with Charlie Brown and the new girl with the red hair. I did watch that the other day. And that's pretty nostalgic right there. Like it wasn't the Thanksgiving one, which yeah, we're not there yet. But the Great Pumpkin was mentioned, but it wasn't the same as the Halloween one that came before the Peanuts movie. The Peanuts movie, they was at a party, and the pumpkin cake, what? Yeah, something was mentioned. I think I don't know. Was it the no? Yeah, I was about to say the Pumpkin King. The Great Pumpkin was mentioned, but it wasn't like a big deal. Like Linus, it was it Linus? Yeah, Linus. He didn't stay out there and wait for him. Like they just kind of just went on. It's almost like I gotta watch it again to actually see what happened. Uh, because in the original one, I don't know if that's the original one, but the one that came before the Peanuts movie, he was like, yeah, he waiting on the Pumpkin King. I mean, the pumpkin, the Great Pumpkin, and so he sat out there in the pumpkin patch instead of trick or treating and waiting on the Great Pumpkin till like after midnight, right? And his sister had gave him some candy, something like that. That's how I remember. And he didn't see the pumpkin. I keep wanting to call him the Pumpkin King, the Great Pumpkin, the Great Pumpkin. Um, but yeah, like that was his whole night. And Peanuts, that that didn't go on like that. Uh, it was very quick, like. Cause I was like, okay, we ain't finna be playing in the pumpkin patch. Like, okay, yeah, we walking by, and we finna go to this party over here. Like, you gonna bring yourself over here with this party we at. You ain't finna sit out here in this pumpkin patch this year. You did that the other year. Uh, you, and he went on to the party. I think he was in the party. Oh, yeah, I think so. As far as like other books and movies, I don't know of any. I don't know of any. Uh, Other than like Halloween. Um, Now for nostalgic classics, I'm gonna say, or I maybe I should say classic. I'm gonna say, um, I would like to ask. How about that? I would like to ask, what was your first Halloween party movie that you saw at a Halloween party? Or if you was at a party and they weren't playing a movie, let me know that too. Halloween party I was at, they were playing a movie. It depends. It actually depends on the party, honestly. Like, depends on the party. I don't know of any other books to movies that I could mention other than Halloween. And then you got the season of the witch, which is more about Halloween. I guess all of them is about Halloween. But I hadn't read the season of the witch, and I did read Scream Factor. It was more about Halloween than the old Myers place. that one actually had a Halloween party. The Scream Factory was actually a it actually had a Halloween party in the book. The old Myers place. Uh, oh yeah, it did have a Halloween party in there, but it was at a frat house. Yeah, it was a Halloween party in there. Oh, okay, okay, okay. What's your go-to fall movie? What's something you watch every year, no matter what? Drop a popcorn emoji if you've got a fall movie queued up. And let me know who's up for a watch along this weekend. Let me know in the chat. Now, let's shift into something a little mystical. I'm gonna look for this charm while you all let me know what movie you have queued up for this autumn season and drop those popcorn emojis in the chat. I do have a couple of knitting needles that were in my. I probably got a few. I think well, okay, hold on. I got these two cheeseburgers. No. I got these two circular knitting needles that I'm gonna put in my Notion bag. One of them is my Carbon Knitter's Pride those will go. And then the other one, I think these are bamboo. They kind of like are no name. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my notion bag if they'll let me. Cause that's a bit much. Considering I got that 10 in there. I'm gonna take the 10 out while I got the knitting needles in there. I might take those knitting needles out because I'm not using them right now. I'm preparing my caddy for the items that I'm working on for the most part, and am going to work on because I would like to put a couple of cakes, yarn cakes in there for an item that I'll be working on soon. out putting them in the notion bag and they fell out of the cabinet. I gotta go in the notion bag. Okay, row count. I'm looking for the charm so that I can use it for a zipper. Okie dokie, I thought that was gonna be easier than it is at the moment. Hmm. I guess it's a bit of a challenge there because I don't have the light. I don't have the upper light on, so it could be a little easier if I had the upper light on, perhaps. So I'll be looking for the charm that I would like to put on my notions bag for the zipper. I'll be looking for that later because it didn't show up yet. Let's see. Now let's shift into something a little mystical, right? Because, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into tarot time. Tonight's pull is from my Disney's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's see what energy the cards have for me this autumn night. Let's see. I'm ready to shuffle the cards here. Okay. What we have here is Four of Presents. paper on here. I like the wrapping paper on the presents there. Let me turn to for a present. Tonight's message is all about grounding in your harvest, honoring what you've built, and allowing yourself to rest and receive. That's powerful energy. Okay, so let me pull this, and that's been for all the readings that we've done this October 2025. Okay, what did I say? I think I said 4, but it's 6. 6. The season of gift giving. The season of gift giving. Share your treat. Share your treasures with others and let your loved ones know how much you appreciate them. It's time to give others the credit they deserve for helping you get where you are today. Generosity will bring you even more success. If this reading resonates, type I receive it in the chat. What's something you're having a what's something you're harvesting? A goal, a lesson, or a new chapter? All right. So, word of the day. Let's see. Let's see. Word of the day. Before we wrap up, it's time for our word of the day. I did say it, I was bringing that to the live streams. I do myself look at the word of the day, even if I don't mention it in the live streams. But I have kind of, sort of, a little bit. Here it is. Okay, so today's word is abundance. Let's use it in a sentence. I welcome abundance in every form this season. Now your turn. Drop your own sentence with abundance in the chat. What is it that you're speaking into your autumn harvest? since we're deep in harvest season, let's talk about festival fun from pumpkin patches to bonfires and caramel apples. I've seen, is he the I think his name is Minty Water. No, Minty Bone Water. I think he just made a caramel apple tea that someone asked him to make. And I hadn't seen anybody posting their jack-o'-lanterns uh, except for an earlier post this month. Someone was posting how to carve a jack-o'-lantern using metal cookie cutters. And a mallet. Now, bonfires in October, that sound like, ooh, oh, I just had it. I just got, listen, s'mores. But not just any s'mores. You put some candy corns on there if you want to. You know, you could try it. You can try it. Probably be a good time for fondue. October. I think October would be a great time for fondue. While sitting around a bonfire, yes. Some fondue, yes. Seen it already. Enjoy your snacks and your bonfires. Now, I don't know the temperature just yet, but I think if we were sitting outside right now, it'll be cool enough for a bonfire. And enjoy the cool of the breeze and also the warmth of the bonfires. That bonfire gonna be there to, heat up some snacks if you want it. Toast those marshmallows. And you can eat them as is or put them on a s'more. And candy apples. I've seen, I think for the first time this year, some orange candy apples. Like jack-o'-lantern looking candy apples. And I'm like, what is that? Like, never have I ever. Let me know what that tastes like, because I need to know. Like, I know what the caramel looks like and tastes like. I know what the candy apple looks like and tastes like. But an orange coated apple? What is that? Let me know. Like, I mean, like, what happened? Like, is that food coloring or what? Is it orange juice? Is it a natural orange color? What is that? Like, that is like, it's new. It's new on the block. I don't know what that is. It looks good though. It looks good. I don't know what it is. I'm waiting on somebody to tell me. What that orange candy coated apple is. is very creative, making a orange. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's caramel, candy coated. I don't know if it's something else coated. The apple. I'm guessing it's an apple. I don't even know if it's an apple. It could be an orange covered orange. I don't know what that thing is. I know it's creative. It is creative. And I am seeing that the gratitude is abundant. It is present. So thank you all for showing your gratitude. Drop your favorite harvest treat in the chat, be it caramel apple tea, or pumpkin pie. And let me know, anyone else love a good bonfire? Do you make a night of it? And let's hear your must play autumn playlist songs. I'm all about soundtracks. All right, my loves, as the clock has hit past the hour here, I just want to say thank you for spending your evening here with me, for reading, creating, and celebrating this cozy season together. If you enjoyed tonight's vibe, make sure to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't yet, and check out my Chronicles bookshelf for all the books we talked about tonight. Tomorrow at midnight, there'll be another live stream for more cozy conversations and creative energy. Till then, keep your coffee warm and your yarn tangled with love and your spirit glowing. Good night, moonbeams.